Oh, snap. The NFL just increased the salary cap, and I can't wait to hear Mike's take on the money. Will John Lynch be a big spender? We'll find out. Mike, you ready to get into today's episode?
You damn right.
Let's get it. What's going on, 49er faithful? It's your host, Dwayne Breezy, Mike Andrews from Nothing But Niners. We are live kicking it. Mike, Bam Show is here. It's Wednesday's episode, which means we get to mock draft today, but we're gonna spice it up a little bit. How you doing? And let's talk about this salary cap increase, man. I want to get your take on that.
Yeah, man. More money, right? Shout out to was that one of the Wayans that did that, right? More money, more money,
Yeah,
more money.
I think that was Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans, man. Yeah, it's always a good thing, right? I mean, the Niners, the faithfuls and the content creators were talking about, oh man, we gotta cut this guy and restructure that guy, and all of a sudden you wake up and hey, here's about 20 million, 22 million more dollars for your cap space, and now it's like, oh well, we don't have to really make any of those changes, right? Like now, all of a sudden, we should be able to get everything and everybody we want. No,
I mean, it's weird because it's going to increase about $20 million, but it's going to increase for the league, right? So, like, every team is going to get that amount of money. So, there's going to be free agents there's going to be teams that'll be able to offer players even more money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it still goes off based off of the salary cap that you have. Yeah, so, yes, we're going to have more money to spend, but so are the other 31 NFL teams, and if they're in salary cap heaven, that means it's going to work out in their favor more. For example, let's just say there's a team like, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, they have a lot of cap space, right? Let's just say that particular team wants Dre Greenlaw. Well, the Niners will have to up the ante. Yeah, they'll have more money in the bank to get him, but they won't have as much money in the bank as Cincinnati has in the bank because everybody's getting $21 million or a $23 million increase, right?
that is true. Everyone is going to get that increase. However, I think the more money doesn't change. Do you want to play for us? You want to play for them, right? So what this does allow the Niners to do is to get into a little bit more of a I'm not gonna say bidding war, right? Like if let's use Dre, like you said, right? So Dre says, "Yo, guys, I want $12 million a year," and Niners say, "Yeah, that's a little bit much for you, man. We want to get you in here about 10," and then he goes out and he gets other offers for his 12, maybe even 13 million. The Niners don't necessarily have to be like, "All right, well, we can give him the 13 because we got this extra money here." It's like, well, no, you can actually go ahead and go over there. Like that's fine. They're not stuck, and it's nice that they have the flexibility, but $22 million ain't going to go to just one person. That is cap space. That is going to be divvied up and broken up. And we're talking about how it's structured more than anything once you start debating over $1 million or $2. So it's going to be more about the build and the structure and all that. And I think this puts the Niners in a really, really, really good spot, man. A really good spot.
Yeah, man, very good spot. I see a quick point out here from Oscar. Shout out to all the Breezy Bunch members out there, man. Love y'all. Thank y'all, man. I had my first Breezy Bunch members only episode last night, man. Very successful. Round of applause to everybody that was out there, man. That was pretty cool.
That's what's up.
This is the 49ers are projected to have about $75 million in cap space. And if restructures occur, it'll be more than that. We can get up to over that $100 million. I get what you were saying about the situation, but at the end of the day, maybe you were talking about in favor, it doesn't put the Niners in a bind. And I was more saying, like, having all this money doesn't mean that they'll be able to get these players in here. The Niners have a price that they want to spend, and so if $8 million is what they or $10 million is what they want to spend on the linebacker, and Dre Greenlaw wants $13 million, he's gone. Like, you know what I mean? Even though the Niners have the bread, like, even though they do have the bread, they might up it a little bit. We'll see what happens. But, that's my thought process on it. Also, this kind of helps the situation with the dead cap space, right? Because that's kind of like now you're up in the cap. And so Oscar says there's no need to cut Debo post June 1st. You can probably eat his 31 dead cap this season. What are your thoughts about this? Why do I feel like Debo may not be going anywhere too?
I don't
I
think
just
Debo. I never thought Debo was going anywhere. Just to be clear,
okay.
I last year the deal. It's time to negotiate.
It's time to negotiate. No
I know everyone's
guarantees.
like, nah, this one feels different, and it did. There's a part of me that where this does feel different, but it's just like how when we got down to the wire with Ayuk, and it was like, nah, this is real. This is real. He's not coming back, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think so though. Like I kind of feel like there's a little bit of that again. I'll give me some securities. I got a kid, another one on the way, or I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm just saying, like,
Is that a
I
thing?
got nope. So
We're not gonna have that conversation.
nope, but he's
Okay.
got one, right?
Yep, for sure.
And
Maybe getting
he's
married. Maybe that's the thing.
right.
Yeah.
He's got to worry about his future. Not for nothing. Like, I'm not going to be on this 1 year deal here. And if this team bombs again, where's my future security? So, the extra cash is cool. I think that Debo is going to be right here. I think they want to run this back. I think they want to run it back healthy. I think they want to go out there and get some new weapons. Here's what the $22 million is going to do the most for me. This makes the cap hit for Purdy non-existent.
It was. I felt like the cap hit was going to be non-existent anyway.
I felt like it was going to be like $14 to $16 million in the first year. That's what
I don't think so.
You didn't think it was going to be that high?
Hell no. The Niners are. Look, Parag is great at that first year of the contract.
Yeah,
being
the first two, honestly.
First two, yeah. But that first year, I mean, look at like the greatest contract that the San Francisco 49ers are paying right now is Nick Bosa. But go back to the first 2 years of that contract. It didn't affect the cap at all. Like, this is the year. Like, this is the year it's probably going to eat and maybe not even really kick in the next year because George Kittle got the highest cap hit this year for the San Francisco 49ers, which is why I think he gets restructured. So it's, yeah, it's going to be crazy. I understand that Debo was requesting a trade. I understand all that stuff, but the Niners are going to make the decision. George Kittle spoke. His articles and stuff came out today about how the offense is going to look different if Debo's not here, and how he's going to be sad if Debo's not here. Like, they're going to have to revamp the offense. And
who said that?
George Kittle. He's right, man. Think about it, man. We went from the Yak offense, and we saw a transition. Like, we saw it kind of changing. Right?
I agree.
We saw it kind of shifting into something different. Brock's trying to get the ball down the field a lot more. And it could be just the changing of the quarterback, right? Right? You go from Jimmy Garoppolo, who's a dink and
a lot to do with that, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we forget about that era. And we forget about Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback that Debo had that got him the All-Pro season. Not Brock Purdy. You know what I mean? And so, like, Brock is more comfortable with the Ayuk type of wide receivers, where he can throw the ball up and they can go out and grab it and make spectacular catches and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not someone standing still and waiting for him to get the ball to him.
Get the ball to him.
You know what that does too, man? It puts the ball in a better, like, it gives you a bigger window, right? Mm-hmm. If you just standing there, I got to hit you right here, right? Mm-hmm. If you're running across the field, I can put that ball over here somewhere while you run to that area and get that. It just makes the catch area so much greater, right? I don't want a guy that has to stop and turn and pull the trigger and put the ball right here. Don't box me in. Give me people that I can throw the ball to an area and let them go out there and get that thing, man. But another thing I'm really excited about with this extra money, free agency. Mm-hmm. And we've been talking about trading for Myles Garrett. Oh, what's he going to cost? What's he going to cost? Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares now?
At the end of the day, the first 2 years
is
not good. You could trade for Myles Garrett and then restructure the contract just like that. It'll be less money on the cap, and he's not going to play. He's going into year nine, I believe. He'll probably play 3-4 more years. His goal is to win a Super Bowl. So if he gets the Super Bowl, it might get 2 years out of him, may not get 2 years out of him, right? I think he has 2 years left on his deal, to be honest with you. So, you're right. Like, it's going to continue to go up. It's going to continue to increase. I don't know why people thought that, or, the talking heads out there felt like it was going to decrease. I mean, the NFL, the market, it's crazy. You got Amazon trying to buy the rights to the NFL for Sunday games. They're trying to take over CBS, bro. Like, so no more football on CBS on regular cable. Like, everything's going to be on the streaming services
This is
Soon.
only Garrett's 6th season in the NFL. This one will be year 6.
This can't be year 6 because he has 6 Pro Bowls.
I'm trying to tell you something, bro. 2020 was his first year.
Oh, really?
That's what this is saying.
I know Joey Bosa is going into year 10.
Hold on, wait a second. Hold on. Oh no, 2017. You're right. So this is year 9. I apologize. Okay, you're right. 2017 was his first year. I pulled up Spot Rack, and 2020 was the first year of the new deal. Okay. My apologies.
Makes perfect sense.
It was an extension of the rookie deal. My
Oh,
bad.
Netflix wants to buy CBS. My bad. Maybe. Okay, so I had it wrong. Either way, Amazon, Netflix, 2 of the highest streaming services, Prime Video, Netflix, they're literally about to make football be paid for. Like, that's crazy. So, like, that's why this number is going to continue to go up. Like, it's going to continue to go up. Like, it's going to continue to go up because now you got these streaming services coming in, which is higher than cable. Like, it's greater than cable right now. Cable is about to be obsolete. Everything's about to be on the streaming service. You know what I mean? It's going to get interesting over the next 5 or 6 years. I believe. You know what I'm saying? Next 5 or 6 years, in my opinion. Just real quick, Pro Football Talk put out a tweet says the 49ers are reportedly exploring a sale of up to 10% of the team. A total franchise valuation of more than $9 billion. So the Niners are looking to sell 10% of the team. Is that what that's that? Wow. Interesting. Who do you think would be a good buyer for that too, by the way?
Why?
I don't know. This is when I think of like people that share that sell shares. Like you get owners that come in like the Tom Brady. He owns a percentage of the Raiders. You have guys that want to buy into sports, man. It's a lucrative.
So they want to sell $90 million worth of the 49ers. Is that right?
90 million? I thought it was 9 million. I'm sorry.
You said 9 billion. So 10%.
Did I say
of
9 billion? I was saying my bad.
The team value. What is 10% of 9 billion? Now, I see, it's too many zeros for me to count. It's money beyond my. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, it would be 90 million, right?
I'm going to find out in 1 second.
Yeah, it would be
10%
of 9 billion would be 90 million.
9 billion is 9 million.
9
Wait,
million.
No. What's the damn answer, Google? They telling me how to figure it out.
Just put it in your calculator. How many zeros?
I don't think I could fit that many zeros in the calculator.
No, I think it only goes up to what? Million? Then it's like an error.
Yo, that's crazy.
All right, upgrade calculators.
All right, here we go. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, divided.
It's 900 million. There we go. That's it.
Isn't that what I said? No,
no,
it's not.
That's 1%. 1% would be 90 million.
Minus 10%. Okay. Nope.
So it's 900 million. It is 900. The question is who they selling it to, and I'm interested to know what they plan to do with that percentage. Like what would be there? They wouldn't have much. It would just be a business investment, right? That's not a lot. Like if I'm gonna sell you. You want to buy into my team. You want to stake in my team. Cool. But it won't give you the majority to make any decisions or anything like that. Like it's literally a business venture for you. You just going to make money. Right?
Yes.
So this doesn't affect the team in any kind of way. Your per 10% is not greater than my 90%.
It's like what they did with Tom Brady. Like Tom Brady is a minority owner of the Raiders.
Yeah,
like
and
that's
there you
what,
go.
That's what they did.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They'll have a minority owner in the 49ers. I was asking you the question is who you think
you want to know who? Oh, I got an answer for that.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Give me my man from the Dallas Mavericks. What's my man's name? Oh, it used
Mark
to be
Cuban?
Mark Cuban.
Oh, he sold the Mavs?
He's not. He sold a lot of his control. He's not the majority owner anymore.
I feel like he's not into the sports as he used to be.
I don't know that.
I feel like it's running a well-running dry for him. I feel like he's got other things that he wants to spend his business.
Which is why he wanted to become a minority owner in the Mavs. He didn't want to be the majority owner.
Also, that he can't spend more time.
Yeah. So I'm saying, go ahead, Mark. Come on and get this. Mark and Jed York have a very similar political palette, so they would get along in the owners' meetings and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is, I think that would happen. They said he was forced to sell. I didn't know he was forced. I know he sold. I didn't know why.
See, this, yeah, okay. See, we didn't know the stories behind the situation. You know what I mean? But dang, like, look, all I'm saying is, everybody says let's pool our money together. We could do it, but then we got to split the money that many ways. I don't know how you feel about splitting money however many ways just to come up, to buy a minority stake. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
Split money two ways.
But I tell
tough.
you what,
Imagine
10% of $9 billion is a lot more than 0% of anything. So
it is, but you still gotta. Yeah, $900 million. I could dig it. All right, Mike. Let's get to this mock draft. Now we're gonna do it a little bit differently, and I have the 49ers draft needs. Clearly, they need other positions more than others. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow the wheel to decide. The position.
This is not what you said, pre-pro. Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
I'm so happy. Okay.
I said we're going to let the wheel pick. I didn't give you the...
Yeah, you said we're going to let the wheel pick who we draft. So I'm thinking you
got
names. I thought you had mad names on the wheel. You thought I was going to put in
100 names in the wheel, bro? I ain't got that much time.
You didn't hear me say, all right, I guess we're going to see how it goes.
Fuck out of here, yo.
I'm so happy right now, Wayne. I want to give you a hug, bro, because I was worried about this one.
Hug. Gonna talk about, and I saw that joint behind the scenes too. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this month gonna give me the face. All right, cool.
Oh, I made a face? I
did make a face.
Work on my faces.
Well, you got that bright ass light in front of your face. It's hard to hide it. Like, you know what I mean?
I legit thought you had, I thought you either had a bunch of different wheels for different positions.
Bro, I ain't got, first of all, let me tell you about my time. My time be limited as a mother. Like, you hear me? I just created this wheel. I just figured out what we were going to do today. Like, you know what I mean?
Can you just make sure you have it set where it doesn't remove a position after we draft it? Because we might double up in some of these. Oh, wait, we only doing 3 rounds, right?
We're only doing 3 rounds, and I didn't want it to double up. But we'll come back, and we could do this event a little bit later on in the mock draft season. Like, you know what I mean? And then I'll set it up that way.
Face, man.
No, don't. First of all, you ain't never got to apologize.
But you understand how the worry came, right? Like, you get, when I thought
you really thought I was going
to
to sit here and put the top 100 names up here, because let me just explain to everybody, draft. No. All right. So first 3 rounds, you want to draft a top 100 player. So I would literally had to put in 100 names for 4 picks. Mike be on something different. Like, you know what I mean? Yep. Here we go. So the position now, the key to this is we're not ping ponging. We have to agree. Look at God. Look at him. God's favor. Do you see this?
Now we got to go to the draft to see who's there, though.
Now we're going to go to the draft board. We have to draft offensive tackle. Okay. Okay. We have to draft offensive tackle. We got what we're going to start the draft. So that's the key. So the key is to start the draft. All right, here we go. Let me get this. I got to set up multiple screens because you can only share one screen at a time. Interesting. All right. Need to upgrade that StreamYard. Need to be able to share multiple screens. All right, here we go. We're going to start the draft.
You can click switch to this screen in the tabs. Like when you click the other screen, you could just click it and say share this one instead.
I don't feel like doing all that. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, so we're on the board, and we started the draft. And you know what? Let me slow this down just a little bit. We're only doing 3 rounds, so let's go a little bit slower than fast. And let's see who went. All right, Will Campbell went to the Patriots. That's funny because I've been mocking Will Campbell to the Patriots in my 32 NFL all-team draft, right? I feel like that's where they're going to go. Only tackle off the board right now. So, Mike, who do we want to be the tackle for the San Francisco 49ers? I tell you what.
You got to go with Banks or Armand.
I'm going to allow you to give your reasoning, and I didn't put quarterback up there for a reason, guys. I'm not going to draft a quarterback in round 3. That's why quarterback's not on the board. All right. You ready? Mike.
I do. So all right, so let me just be clear here. There's a big part of me.
I'm going to check the chat and see who they feel like they want as tackle.
I do like Josh Simmons, but I think I have an Ohio State bias. Like if you presented him to me, I'd be like, yes, let's do it. So
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna.
here's why I like Josh Simmons, right?
Okay.
Upside ceiling, Trent Williams. I mean, he has the build, the
Mm-hmm.
power,
Mm-hmm.
the gift. The issue that he's dealing with right now, he's coming off of this
Injury.
crazy knee injury,
Mm-hmm.
and he hasn't played a lot of football at the tackle position. So he's going to be relatively raw. I will say this, though. If Josh Simmons had played this full season non-injured, he would have been tackled number one off the
Yes.
board, hands down. Now,
Yes.
that's no bias. I'm a Michigan fan, so the Ohio State. But
Yes.
this is 49ers time. You
Right.
feel me? You feel
Right.
me? Okay.
I think Josh Simmons is going to be special, but I don't have anything to back that up with other than the limited amount of reps that we got a chance to see him over the years, and knowing this nasty injury.
He only
I
gave
would
you 1 year at Ohio State because he was transferred. He transferred. So it's what did he do at Ohio State? 7 games in, he was dominant. Got injured in the Oregon game. You can't really go off of that. But
ACL
can I
tear,
give?
yeah.
Hold on. I don't know if you got enough time. I just want to give you this little tidbit, and then you let me know how you feel. I don't know how you feel of drafting him at 11. He could be a player you draft and stash. But do you do that in the first round? I'm more comfortable doing that in the second round.
Are we drafting and stashing in the first round? Like right now, so we are sticking with the position because the wheel has spoken. So if
We
we're
have
going to
to
get
do
an
the
immediate
position,
plug and play guy,
Correct.
it's going to be either Kelvin Banks or Armand Mimbu. Like it's got to be one of those two guys.
Do you want to trade back to try to get more picks?
Me, no, but I mean, we have
I-
3 good prospects here, so this would be the time to do it.
Right. So I'm saying we could look at a couple trade backs. We could trade back a few spots because it looks. I guarantee you, if Arizona moves up, they're going to probably draft Banks. Would you want to draft? Would you want to move back to 30, 16? Like those are the two teams willing to make a trade. We can move back. Arizona.
I don't want to go all the way back to 30.
We'll get pick 43. If we move to Buffalo, we'll get pick 30 and 56. So and more, right? I'm looking to draft more top 100 players. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand. Yes, sir.
I know. Why did I ask you? Do you understand?
I wouldn't want to go all the way back to 30. That's a lot of talent coming off the board. And while we
Not
still have
necessarily. Not
top
necessarily.
100 picks,
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because remember, we're drafting tackle here, so I don't see a bunch of tackles being taken.
I think 3 tackles go in the first round, and they're all going to be gone by the time we get there.
I disagree. Because the team that needs a tackle. All right, let's go to the teams. Let's do this. Dallas Cowboys, they need a tackle, but they're not going to go tackle here, right? They need a tackle, but they draft stupid, right? Miami needs a tackle, but they're probably going to go safety because they're going to be losing 2 safeties in free agency. So they're probably going to go that route, right? Just saying probably.
Falcons need linemen, but I don't know if tackle's one of their needs.
No,
Cardinals
they don't need. Let's just follow the chart. Let's just follow the chart. Cardinals, they need a tackle. We know
So
that
that's
they
3
need
so
offensive
far.
linemen. That's 3 so far. And then you got the Rams. The Rams need a tackle, and then the Ravens need a tackle.
4,
So
that's 5.
and then the Commanders,
That's 6.
and then we will be drafting after the Commanders. So let's look at the tackles. Let's see who's available. All right, let's have some fun, bro. Like I don't want to bore ourselves out of mock drafting. We're gonna spice this up. We're gonna do all defensive, all offensive. We might even do all special teams mock draft. No, we not. All right, so Josh Simmons, he will probably be at pick 30. So that my theory is, if you get him at 30, are you more comfortable stashing him?
If I get him at 30, I'm more comfortable putting him out here to see what he can do. And if he doesn't work out, yes, then we can stash him. He gets the Aaron Banks treatment. You weren't meant to play. You know what I'm saying? So if you take the spot,
That's what I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Oscar says Banks is our Trent Williams replacement. I feel like first of all, they're not the same height. So you can't go 6'3", 6'4" to a 6'5", 6'6" guy in Trent Williams. They play a little bit differently. He did decline a little bit later in the year. I think that was due to wear and tear at Texas, just being out there. He is the best, to me, overall run blocking, pass blocking tackle in the league, but he has short arms. So it's kind of hard to compare the two guys, right? But when I look at Josh Simmons' build, it's Trent Williams' build. Will he give you Trent Williams play over the years? Will he develop? Well, if I'm looking at if I got a person with a body and has the footwork like Trent Williams that can move, that's quick, if I feel like I got that guy, and then I get Trent Williams to kind of like mold him, Now, this is if we're moving back to 30. I'm not drafting Josh Simmons at 11. I'm just not.
I'm with it. So what you want to do? What trade you taking?
I like the trades available that they have, but we could always try to trade with a different team. These are two teams that are willing to trade. They want to move up. No one else wants to move up. So if we're going to trade, we're going to have to trade with the Cardinals. We'll still get a tackle. Want to see what we can get from Arizona? Swap the picks.
Let's see.
47. They don't want to give up that second round pick, bro. See what I'm saying? They don't want to give up that second round pick. They'll give up their third. We can get their third, and we'll have to get something next year. How you feeling about that?
See if they'll give up the first next year. That's too much. They're not gonna do it. You ain't got.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. They'll give up a third next year.
Right.
But this is a 3-round mock draft for this year, so I kind of want to focus on this year. Let's just check the trade with them just to see what they'll give up. We'll get their second, which is what 16 spots, but we can get a couple of seconds and an early third.
They're not gonna come up off that one there, that fourth pick.
But are we drafting 107? Is that round 3 still, or is that round 4? I feel like it's round 4.
That's the end of the third round before like the comp picks and all that, right? Like,
should we try?
Comp picks mixed in. You can see what happens.
How you guys feeling about this pick, this trade? Before we're gonna get some crowd involvement. All right, we got the Buffalo Bills on the phone. They're willing to swap first. Obviously, they want to move up. I don't know what they'll be moving up for, though. They must be moving up to get a defensive player. I know they're not. Unless they're trying to get Luther. Did the wide receiver go? They need a number 1 wide receiver. I'm sorry. Like, that's what they need. T-Mac is gone. They're probably trading up to get Luther Burden the third. I guarantee you that's who they're going if they go here. I don't really like trading with in our own division. I hate it, actually. You know? But we will be dropping back 19 spots to get several more top 100 players. Is that worth it for the 49ers? That's the question I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, so right now, yes, because we have free agency doesn't exist in this instance. So we need as many bodies as possible right now. So, yes, it does make sense for the Niners.
A lot of people saying no. They like the Arizona trade better. All right, let's let them vote. 3 Buffaloes, 3 Arizonas, starting right now. Whichever ones you put in the chat, we get 3 of first. That's who we're going to try to trade with. 3 Buffaloes, 3 Arizonas. Let me know, starting right now. All right, 3 Buffaloes, 3 Arizonas. Mark asked a good question. He says, are many rookies going to make this squad? Absolutely. You're drafting top 100 players. We got 1 Buffalo. We got 1 Arizona. Right now, split 50-50. We got 2. We got 1 Arizona. We got 1 Buffalo. I got an Arizona from Mark. I got a Buffalo from the Niners. I got 2 Buffaloes, 1 from Mike Ing. All right. If we get the next Buffalo, Arizona, what are you getting? Arizona, we were going to get their first, their third, and a future third. First, third, and a 2026 third. Jeremiah says, try to trade with someone else. We got an Arizona. Mike. They want to go with Arizona. I think Arizona's the trade.
Now you got Buffalo and Arizona right there. Another Arizona right there.
All right, so we'll go Arizona. They say trade with Arizona. I really think we would have racked up in this draft. I'm going to try it to see if we can get their second round pick and see what happens. I'm going to offer that trade.
Give them the last pick of the draft. Ain't moving that needle at all, huh?
Nah, we could give up a 4th. Let's try it here. See what happens. We get 4 tries. They took it. Motherfuckers took it. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Boom.
You not feeling it?
I am. I didn't think that was going to go through. I was shocked. All right.
Hey,
cool
we'll
beans.
take it. Hey,
so
man.
let's see what they do.
Let's see what they do. They went corner. Luther Burden went to the count. They drafted a wide receiver. What the fuck is? All right, Mike. So now we on the clock.
Still here
at pick 16. We still got to go tackle. All right. It's got to be Kelvin Banks, right? It's got to be the Banks. It's got to be Banks.
I'm trying to put my bias to the side, so I like Banks for this right now. Yes.
All right. So Kelvin Banks, or do you want to reach for Mimbu? Banks, Mimbu. Banks.
I think the highest upside on the board right now is Simmons.
He's the highest upside.
Yes,
But he's coming off the
also got
injury. I
he's
don't
probably
want
got
to
the
do
biggest
that.
risk on the board right now. The other two,
Correct.
Banks and Mimbu, are safer picks.
Correct.
For sure.
Just a little bit on Mimbu, a little short. He's shorter than Banks. He's 6'3", but he does have 34.5-inch arms. Banks is 6'4", and he has like 33-inch arms.
I also want to make it clear, Mimbu will be our right tackle.
Mimbu will
these
be
other,
only
these
right
other two
tackle
played
or
left.
guard.
Right,
Yeah.
or guard. But Banks and Simmons play left tackle.
So the question is then, we don't need a left tackle right now?
Right.
Do we trade back again?
I want a right tackle, and that's why Mimbu was at the top of my list. Yeah,
Mike, are we going to wheel and deal, baby? Seattle wants to move up 2 spots.
you must be shitting yourself over there because you said you hate trading within the division, and now here goes we go
I'm
from Arizona to Seattle.
I'll give you the 3 teams. We can move. I feel like we could drop back to 20 with Denver and have a top 20 guy and get more stuff. If we switch it, we'll get an extra third, pick 120.
Man, put that 52 back on there.
Okay, you just want to try it because this is the first time it tried it worked. What if we give him
one
a
of the,
fourth?
yeah, there you go. Give him one of them back joints. Yep.
37%. They want that 99, but that's our third rounder. We're not giving.
Give him
that
111. Give him 111.
Want to try it?
Let's see.
Ooh, I didn't expect us to do these trades. I really didn't. I didn't come in here for trades. I really didn't because I know it takes up a lot of time, but I'm liking that.
They traded up for wide receiver.
They traded up. Let's see what they got. They got Mike Green. Dang, they got Nick Bonito and Mike Green. Josh Simmons went right before us. Listen, Kelvin Banks is still there. It's Armand Mimbu or Kelvin Banks. You can't tell me that these trades haven't been dope. You want to go Mimbu, Banks?
We got to get the right tackle. Make all the 49er fans happy. 2 trade backs. We've accumulated a bunch of picks. Every 49er fan out there is going to walk away knowing that you got the starting right tackle for the foreseeable future, and you got more picks to come with it.
All right. Everybody's mad because we're not going Banks, but we're going to go Armand Mimbu here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I already
why get the left guy? I don't understand. Why would they want the left
I went
tackle?
with the right guy.
No, I'm saying why would they? Yeah, why would they? I don't understand why they would.
Oh, we only did one
draft.
round? We got to do this all over again. No wonder all the trades were working. Makes sense now. Makes all the sense now why the trades were working. These trades ain't going to work in a 3-round mock. All right, here we go. We still got to draft tackle.
All right, let's see if the trade is there. See if we can make it as close to possible as last time.
I'm going to try. People say it's not realistic. So we got Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Cleveland, Giants, Jets are willing to trade. We could try to trade with Pittsburgh. They're probably going to try to move up to get a corner. They probably want Will Johnson. Here.
All right, try 85. Put 85. Don't do 53. They're not going to take it. 50. Oh, what?
Because it's lower.
Oh, that's right. There's 10 more spots. Good Lord.
So let's try to get all 3 of these.
All right.
Boom.
Okay.
We still got to draft the tackle. So there's Mimbu.
Banks is off the board. Mimbu is
Banks
still there.
is gone.
All right. Easy peasy.
So easy peasy. All right. Now we can resume. Armand Mimbu is the pick. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry for the technical difficulty. All right, we're on the clock at pick 43. Now, for those that don't know what we have,
turbo again.
we got 43. My bad, Mike. Thank you for reminding me. My bad. We got 43. We have 53, which we got in the trade, and we have our 75th pick, and then we got pick 85, I believe, in the trade, and we got pick 99, now our regular pick. So we got 2 second-round picks and 3 third-round picks. Mike, let's get this right. All right. So we had to go tackle for those that are just watching the show. All right, we had to go tackle because the wheel said so. So now we're going to spin the wheel again.
We can't see it. I don't know. Oh, I
gotta put it
trying
up.
to show it. Oh, okay. I got a feeling it's going wide receiver. I got a feeling
Whatever the wheel stops, that's where we're going. So for those that are just watching the show, it just happened to land on tackle. Okay, here we go. Quarterback!
Oh, it went DB, baby.
I like this.
It went DB, baby. Okay.
I like this.
Okay.
I like this. All right, Mike. We got to go cornerback here, Mike.
I need my guy from Florida State to be there.
Let's
see
see
if he's up there.
So we're talking trades again because I just feel like the value of him is a little bit later on in the draft. You know what I mean? So we might have
you have him as a top 5 safety in this one? I mean,
you
not
talking
safety.
about
I'm in corner. I'm sorry.
yeah. I have him. He's in my top 5. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do. So
Azariah Thomas. Yeah.
Azariah Thomas, he's in my top 5. So let's look at the corners. Let's see who's available. So all right, let me just break down the top ones that are available right here. Darian Porter. He would be probably in this wheel route. This kid. First of all, the Porter and Azariah Thomas size, right? So you're gonna get 6'2" guys out there. Both can play press man. I think Porter is more versatile. Like he could play zone, he could play press, he could play man coverage. He has the speed though. I feel like the speed on Porter is greater. Maxwell Harrison is the speediest cornerback of them all. If you really wanted to go speed, that's where you're gonna go. Azariah Thomas though is the bodied up guy, man. You not beating him in man coverage. You might get him in zone coverage, but you're not beating him in man coverage.
Even that will improve when you have team leaders like Fred Warner and stuff like that around him in that secondary to make him listen to. That's more about positioning and knowing where to go. I do like Harrison also. I think I like Harrison more than Porter.
I think we can trade back. The question is, it's the Ravens, it's the Eagles, and it's the Dolphins. Now, if we trade with the Ravens and we move back 16 spots, right? Let's just say we move back 16 spots. I know that's a lot. I know a lot of people are like, what? We will definitely get, more picks, but I'll just keep it realistic here. We're only focusing on the first 3 rounds, and now we're going to get more players. And I think in round 59, that might be a better pick for the value of getting your Azariah Thomas, if that's who you want. Thoughts?
Hey, let's do it. As long as I get my guy, you the GM, you the guy that worked the phones here. I want to make sure we get the guy.
All right, how do you guys feel about moving back 16 spots with the Ravens or to get another 3rd round pick? Like how do you guys feel about that? Because I'm really looking at there's going to be great talent at the if we land on defense, like we might land on center.
Yeah, so none of that's going to make a So how y'all feel about the picks in return? That's
right.
That's
I mean, we're
is,
gonna
right?
get we're swapping
second
rounders. I mean, like again, I'm not really focused on, you know what I'm saying, anything past the 3rd round, but we're gonna get an extra 3rd. So we get an extra 3rd, so we pick 91 too. So we'll have 53, 59, right? We'll have 75. We'll have 85 and 99. They said take him now. They said no. I like the Membu pick. Mike says looks good. Oscar says do it. All right, here we go. All right, there it is, man. Mike, let's see who went.
Who they take? They took the edge guy.
They went Landon Jackson.
Oh, it's a lot of edge guys coming off the board.
Look who went right before our pick. I was telling you about getting Darian Porter. Now, Mike, we can move back out of the 2nd round if that is the guy.
Hell no.
I'm just saying if that's the guy. Now
let me see the corners that are available. Let me see.
Let's go
back
corners.
to the list.
Let's go to the corners. If Azariah Thomas is there, I say you just get him now.
I do.
It's a reach.
I like both of these guys, but I really do like Thomas. I think Thomas is going to be the guy this whole draft. I'm not even BSing. I think he's going to be the guy this whole draft. So,
well, it's just a little bit of first of all, like he went to Florida State, and so we drafted our 2nd round pick from Florida State last year, Renardo Green. He's tied for 3rd, and as far as PBUs as a rookie in the NFL this past season, coached up by the father of Patrick Surtain. And so, like, I feel like these guys come out, they play DB a little bit differently than a lot of the other guys that come out and play DB. To me, this is a sure pick. I say we go for it. We're gonna be messing up our value here, but the pick is definitely in. Oh, Mike, I'm having a blast, bro. I don't know about you, but this got me.
We back on the clock already.
We back on the clock already. Now we gotta pray that this daggone wheel, right?
Come on now.
Wheel that's messing us up.
Wheel magic here. Need a little bit of wheel magic.
Need a little wheel magic.
Let me see what that wide receiver's hitting for, man. Come on.
All right, we got to
so
get.
We
a
went
little
offensive line. We went secondary.
We went offensive tackle. Guard is still available. Center is up here from the offensive line. I specifically broke those down. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Oh, safety is oh yeah. Come on.
Yes,
Uh-oh,
God.
D end.
Thank
D
you,
end.
Jesus.
And they just did a run on him though. So
They
this
did.
is important. This is
They
important.
did. We got to get
gotta
this
see
right.
what's left.
We got to get this right. We got to get this right. All right, we got to get this right. All right, we're addressing the trenches again, man. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button right now. If you already hit the like button, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you already hit it, put the thumbs up in the freaking chat. Let us know how we doing right now. All right, let's get to the screen share going on right now. And
Shamar Stewart is going to be gone for sure, right? But Alfred
he's
Collins.
gone. He's gone. But I can tell you right now, Mike, I study this position. I'm infatuated with this position, and I look deeper than most at this position. Okay? So I could break down a couple of players. I can tell you, Kyle Kennard from South Carolina, I'm not going to sit there and lie. He'll be a stud. Josiah Stewart, that's my pick. And I'm telling you right now, if you want the guy with the 34.5-inch arms, I'm talking wingspan, ridiculously crazy, over 80. Look, this is the guy you want. The bend is there, the speed is there, the power is there, and he has the moves. Jordan Birch is no slouch from Oregon. Elijah Roberts might just be my sleeper edge. Elijah Roberts out of SMU. There are two players out of SMU that I want this year, and they ain't got nothing to do with Danny Gray. These two players, Elijah Roberts and the running back Brashard Smith. I'm telling you right now, I love these dudes. All right, so them top four guys. I'm gonna let you pick.
You said Stewart was the guy. I'm going with it. I'm going with it, man.
I don't want to pick Stewart because they're gonna say, "Oh, that's a Michigan guy." You know what I mean? So,
But you sounded so you sounded so confident though, man. Like you can't get me that hype and then be like, nah, not him.
yeah. But let me ask you this:
You think Kennard is better?
27% pass rush win rate. Is that good or bad to you?
27% every 4 pass rushes he's winning. I would take that in the NFL.
Then we're drafting Josiah Stewart. Pick is in.
You clicked Birch. Oh.
Mike,
Oh,
don't
I saw the music. I heard the music when the mouse was over him. You scared me.
Bro, like what you doing, bro? Like you can't do that. Like
scared the mess out of me there, man.
All right, this is where we're gonna make our money because we are, if I'm not mistaken, we are in round 3. We have 4 third-round picks. 4 third-round picks. Mike, this is where the Niners build their team. This is where the Niners build their team.
So this wheel's got to give us something good here.
We already addressed, right? Because we already addressed 2 of the needs. That's funny how he gave us 2 of the needs that we needed, and we addressed them. So shout out to the wheel. All right. Let's see where the wheel is going to have us go now. I'm a little curious. I don't know about Mike, but I'm a little curious. All right, here we go. Spinning that wheel.
Don't give us linebacker. That's the only way you messed it up.
No, give us linebacker. Wide receiver, baby.
Boom. Let's go. Come on.
It knows Debo's on his way out, and it knew he needed a wide receiver. Mike, who are some of your top wide receivers, man? Just off the top of the dome piece of yours, man. Like, who do you
Egbuka, obviously, and
yeah.
I'm sure he's going to be gone right now.
He's Gucci.
Isaiah Bond is another one. Matthew Golden, Trey
Texas
Harris.
Boys. Yeah. Isaiah Bond is right there, man.
Oh, he's still there.
Isaiah Bond. For me, it's Trey Harris, Jalen Noel. But there are 2 receivers up here, okay? Isaiah Bond, who it will be more of a weapon, right? You're not going to get the wide receiver that you want. You're going to get a weapon, though. You can utilize him in the backfield. He can run. He's going to be fast. He's probably going to run a 4.3, sub 4.3, maybe 4.2 something. He's going to be fast. He's Xavier Worthy the second. Like, he's literally that. Like, you know what I mean? Might not be as fast, but look how Kansas City used Xavier Worthy. Do you go that route?
There's another guy right there.
Tez Johnson.
Oh, no, that's not. I was going to say Savion Williams. That's 6'5".
That's the big guy.
I like the size, man. I've always liked wide receivers with size, man. And
that's the big
he's
guy.
6'5", 225. Like he's gonna be.
That's the big guy.
Oh, I love that.
That's
I love
the big
that.
guy.
I didn't know you were going with Tez. But I do remember you talking about Tez before. I know you like Tez a lot.
The reason why I like him, first of all, he's light in the ass, right? So he's tiny, right? He's probably 168 soaking wet, right? But I look at Tank Dell. will he fit with the Niners? I feel like Tez Johnson, as much as he would be dynamic, you could utilize him on special teams. I'm sure Brent Boyer is like, yo, get me this guy. I could get him. I could rock with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the question is, the Niners need their wide receivers to do what?
Run routes and
Block, right? And so
Yes, sir.
I don't know if his frame will keep up. I watched Tank Dell. He was one of my favorites down at the Senior Bowl a few years back. He got injured 2 years ago on a blocking play on the goal line, right?
Yeah.
Because of the body type. So I don't know if I would go Tez Johnson. Isaiah Bond would be utilized a little differently too. They're kind of like the same frame. For me, it's either Trey Harris, Jalen Noel, or I'll put your boy in there, Savion Williams. I just don't know how
right.
fast or quick he runs, and can he create separation. He's more like a Cordell Patterson type of guy. You can utilize him in different ways. If you're losing Debo, that's the guy you kind of want to go. If you still want to run the ball out of the backfield with a bigger body, big back, he can catch contested passes.
He's okay. It's funny you say Debo, right? Savion Williams has Debo type speed. It's going to be straight line.
Yeah.
Don't ask. It's not shifty. His legs are too long for that choppy little stuff that you see like quick guys like what Tariq Hill do. He's not going to do all that stuff. He don't have those quick legs, right? But straight line, he's going to run away from people. He'll take the angles and he'll be elusive like George Kittle and Debo. Like that's what he can do.
Yeah, I just feel like, what do the Niners need? They need a route runner. They need a guy
red
that
zone
can create.
presence.
They need a guy that could create separation. I'm sorry, it's Brandon Ayuk and it's a question mark on Ricky Pearsall. That's it. Jawan Jennings and one-on-one matchups, yes, but I'm expecting Jawan Jennings this year to be double covered, bracketed. You name
That's
it.
why you need a Savion Williams, someone else who's 6'4",
Nah,
6'5",
that's
like Jennings.
That might be what Brock wants. He likes the taller receivers because his balls are high. So like that might be something that he needs or wants. I feel like it's got to be Trey Harris or Jalen Noel, bro. But should we let them vote?
Yeah, see what they say. I mean, let's see what they got.
All right, so we got to knock it down to two. Savion Williams or Jalen Noel. Three Williams to three Noels. 3 Williams or 3 Noels.
Yo, don't bother me. Said Kyle would use Tez to chip Micaiah Parsons in his season.
I want Harris too, man. Like I said, 3 Williams and 3 Noels, and I'm getting 3 Harrises. Should we go Harris? I got 3 Harrises. Should we go Harris?
Get it, man. Get it.
I really want Jalen Noel. I want the separator. I feel like Harris.
It's your draft. Pick your guy.
It's our draft.
I
bro.
picked Stewart though. I'm agreeing with all of them. They all have a fit here. Let me ask you a question before you do it. Is he like the wide receiver that we got this past year and can't use yet?
No. None of these guys are. All these guys are different. You're talking about Jacob Cowing?
Yes.
No. All these guys are different. Like, they're all different. I'm not even going to lie. I think Trey Harris gives me, he can moss you. He's very physical. He doesn't go down on first contact. And he would be a yak monster, too. So we don't necessarily have to use the yak game. He won't be the better route running of these guys, the 3 guys that we have. But he's the middle of the Savion
everything.
Williams and
Yes.
Jalen Noel.
He is. That's exactly what I was going to say. That 6'3", 210 area ish. Like he's right in between of what we're talking about here. So I'm not mad at it at all, man.
Let's go Trey Harris, man. Let's go Trey
Similar
Harris.
speed. I think he's actually going to be a little bit slower than Savion Williams, but not by much.
Let's go Trey Harris. I think that's a solid pick.
Yeah,
we got 3 more picks.
That pick was an excellent compromise between our 2 goals there. I really, really like that. I like that, Wayne.
Oh, man. All right, guys. We got 3 more picks left. Let's go ahead and get the wheel back up, man. Let's get this wheel back up.
How many more picks we got?
We got 3 more
Good
third-round picks, man. You want to talk about top 100 players? We are doing it in this draft right here. Mike, I'm getting excited. I don't know why, because this is not
It's
real.
running back time, baby. Give it to me. Come on, let's upset the world, baby.
Just don't go
Oh, it went right past
linebacker.
him, DT. Okay.
Safety! Hey!
Let's go, baby.
All right, man. I hope my safety is available. I'm hoping.
Wait, Wayne. It landed on defensive tackle. You know that, right?
Did it? It landed on safety.
No, it didn't. It's gone now, but it landed
Oh
on
no, it
defensive
landed on
tackle.
defensive tackle. Let's go defensive tackle. My apologies. All right, here we go. Defensive tackle it is, Mike. Give me some guys that you got on your mind, man.
All right, I don't know if he's going to still be available, but Walter Nolan,
He's gone.
yeah, he's going to be going already.
Yeah, he's gone.
Jordan Birch,
Gone.
really?
Yeah.
Deion Walker,
He's there.
Ty
He's available.
Hamilton,
Who?
Ty Hamilton.
I
He's
think-
an Ohio State guy. I'm sorry, that's my little bias coming.
Oh
up.
yeah, he's gone.
He's gone already. All right, but you said Deion Walker was there.
Deion Walker is available, 6'7" kid out of Kentucky. Plays with a high pad level. I kind of want to stay away from the 6'7" guys, man. We experimented with that, and I feel like he's gonna be ceiling.
People
Eric
just got
Armstead.
done saying that we needed Eric Armstead this whole season.
I didn't get done saying that.
So who's on here? Let me see.
That's
so
funny. So I'll give you some guys. Aeneas Peebles is the pass rushing defensive tackle guy with dangerous hands. Is going to be able to get in there, big enough to stop the run, can stop the run. Jamari Caldwell would be that big body interior guy if you want to stop the run. JJ Peague's another big body interior guy. CJ West would be a monster. CJ West and Aeneas Peebles are the guys. I understand that you got Deion Walker, or D1 Walker. I'm not sure how to say his name. I think it's Deion, but I'm not sure if you want to go with the 6'7" guy that plays with a high pad level. Kenneth Grant from Michigan is gone, by the way. And there's a couple of guys I like because I like Ty Robinson too. You want the guy with the most pressures in college football in the Big Ten? Ty Robinson from Nebraska. That is a monster. So there's some guys. But we're in round 3. We're looking to get it round. So the thing is the value of these other guys. They'll shoot up. Are we looking to grade here? Because we're trying to get that top 100. We got to go Deion Walker.
Well, I'm not worried about the grade. I thought that what we've been lacking was the big guy in the middle. It needs to either be a bowling ball or a big wall.
He's big, but
Like,
he's
get those
not
hands up.
like he's more taller. Like when you're taller, your weight isn't distributed like a bowling ball. You do know that, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It should be either the bowling ball, like the traditional nose tackle type guy, like the 6'1" wide guy, like Caldwell, right? Like Caldwell's a short,
Right.
big, wide guy, right? Versus Deion Walker. I was thinking it should be one or the other.
Thank
I
you,
was thinking it
Justin
should be-
Meyer. Yeah, I agree. Like you either gonna go Deion Walker. For me, it's Peebles though. Like if you want to know the guy that I think is gonna give you the best production out of these guys, it's Peebles. But if you want to go Walker, you said Walker first. That's one of your guys. I say we go Walker.
How does the chat feel? I don't want to be the guy.
No,
that's
but I
saying it,
mean,
you know what I mean? Like
look. The
'cause
chat.
He's not a sack guy.
He's not a sack guy. He's not a
at
sack
all.
guy. He'll be able to plug the middle to stop the run. But if you get underneath his pad level, because he plays high, he might get knocked on his behind.
So 2024 was a much better season for him. And then when he went to the next year, like it seemed like teams figured him out. We haven't seen him adjust since then. So now it's like the year of adjustment. He's probably more of a project, so let's not do it. If you want to go ahead and get Peoples, then that's cool. Again, we're talking about the guy in the middle, right? Between Caldwell and Walker. it's
I
gonna
tell
be
you what,
Peoples.
right? I'm telling you, I'll tell you what. We're picking at 85. We can't get more third round picks. We can lose a pick, move back, and gain something for next year.
Nah, we doing this now. We doing
Okay,
this for today.
my bad.
We
Okay,
doing
my
this for
bad.
today.
My bad. My bad.
You can give me Peoples in. Let's get the guy in the middle. 6'1", 290 type guy here.
I mean, that's the typical standard defensive tackle, but do you want to go away from that? Do you want to go to Jamari Caldwell? I'm down. Jamari Caldwell is strong. Like that
and
kid is.
and no one's running past him. Like,
No.
but he's not going to impress you
No.
as a pass rusher. I don't
Absolutely
think. But
not. Mm-hmm.
in the run where the Niners were weak, immediate strength, immediate upgrade.
I'm okay with going with Caldwell. I really love Ty Robinson. I don't know why he's ranked so low, but that's me. You'll get the best of both worlds with him. Big, strong guy, could get to the cornerback, and can stop the run. But, value there. So either way, we're drafting out of the top 100 with these players. So the question is, Do you want to stake in the top 100 players? Do you want to go with Peebles or
I
Caldwell?
say we let the chat decide between Walker and Caldwell.
All right,
Or,
Walker.
I mean Peebles and Caldwell.
Peebles,
I'm
Caldwell.
sorry.
Give me 3 Peebles. Give me 3 Caldwells. And the chat thought that they wouldn't be involved. Aha. Y'all involved. 3 Caldwells, 3 nice Peebles. First ones I see up there, that'll
do
be
it.
the pick. I got 1 Peebles. We got
Okay.
1 Caldwell. It's always 50-50. Like, and it's them 2. We got 2 Caldwells. We got 3 Caldwells. The pick is in,
Boom,
baby.
let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Don't say that we don't let y'all get involved, okay? Don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
ever say it.
By the way, he's not much of a pass rush guy, but when he knows that it's a passing play and he's not going to get there, he'll jump. He might not bat shit down, but he'll jump. He'll try. You see his little ass arms?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'll do it though. He'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
it though. And
Oh,
he's still
yeah.
and hey, you saw him. Did he go to the Senior Bowl? I know
Yeah,
he had
was
an
a
invitation.
monster up the middle.
Was he
That's
good
why,
up there?
Well,
Okay.
that's what made me like him. I didn't
Okay.
know anything about the kid. You
Gotcha.
talk every time we talk about defensive tackles from Oregon. It's freaking Harmon, right? Like it's him. Yeah, he's the first round guy. But who's the other guy that's been filling the gap out there?
Right.
They used 2 of them. Who's the guy next to him? Jamari Caldwell. Kid is a beast, and he
All
was moving mountains.
Yes. Yeah,
You get what I'm
he's
saying?
strong. He's very, very strong.
Yeah. He was moving mountains. So, yeah, I'll take it. So the pass rush wasn't great, but he was moving the line, pushing them back. They couldn't run. I love Peoples, though. Don't get it twisted. C.J. West is another player. And I wouldn't mind doubling up.
They have 3 defensive linemen that are going to be defensive tackles that are going to be drafted this year.
Who's the other guy?
They got
Birch?
Caldwell, they got Harmon, and they got Birch.
Birch,
is going to get drafted also. But they might try to move him to end.
I think
edge.
they're going to move him to edge, yeah.
Yeah. Safety. You prayed for it.
Line.
Oh, you asked for it.
This is perfect because I feel like in the 3rd round is where I would go safety. Like if this is the draft, I feel like in the 3rd round is where the Niners will go safety this year because of who's probably going to be available. Any safeties that just jump off the board to you right away,
Makuba.
Mike? Yeah,
Is he there?
He's got to beat it. He's there.
Is he there? Andrew Makuba?
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna have this conversation. We're not gonna have this conversation. Picks in. We're not gonna have this conversation.
I got it. I'll do it. Let's go.
We're not gonna have this conversation.
Come on now. Let's
Not gonna
go,
have this
baby.
conversation. All right, for those that are just tuning in, hit that like button. Also, if you
I
want to
didn't
know
even know
what
he
we're
was
doing,
there.
also, if you guys want to know how we're drafting, we're allowing the wheel to decide what position we have to pick. Now, we did some trades. We did some wheeling deals. We'll review that, recap that at the end of the draft. We got 1 more pick in the 3rd round. These are 3-round mock drafts here on the BAM Show. If you want to see the full mock draft, full 7-round 49er mock draft, check out my Monday's episode. It's right there. It's available for you guys to watch. All right, let's get this wheel up here. Mike, I'm excited. It's the last pick. It's the last pick of PFF's 3rd round. We all know that these numbers are going to jump once the compensatory picks are set. All right, once the compensatory picks are set, so they're going to change a little bit. All right, Mike.
All right. Let's see what position.
Where do you think
it
they're
is.
going to stop us, man?
Let's come on, man. We got to get a running back, man. We got to piss people off. Running back is center.
Tight end. Tight
Yeah,
end.
yeah, that'll be fun too.
Harold
All
Fannin
of them
is
will be fun.
right
I ain't gonna
there.
lie to you.
Damn.
Oh, it's gonna be
Line-
linebacker.
Okay, this is going to be tough because I feel like the guys I want are gone, and we got to reach. But that's okay. Let's get the best player available. All right, let's get the best player available. This was mother freaking fun. Now that I think about it, let's get the best player available. All right.
Barrett Carter from Clemson. Is he on the board?
I don't like him.
No, you don't like Carter?
He's dookie. No,
Ooh.
those Clemson boys. Not this year. In my opinion.
He might not even be there though. So
No, he's probably gone. He's right there.
he's right at the top too.
Right, so tell me what you like about him. I need to know.
I like
'Cause it's-
productive guys.
it's
82
Jack
tackles,
Kaiser for
7
me.
PBUs, 3.5 sacks. Like this guy, he's a batted pass machine. He's going to go out there when they ask him to go in there. He's going to get a couple of sacks a season. Gets his hands up. He's decent in coverage. I mean, he's a good all around player. I don't know what there is to not like about him. Maybe he's not the fastest guy out there. He's going to be a little bit on the slow side. 5'11", he's going to be, 225, 230 -ish playing weight in the NFL. That's probably what he's going to measure at the combine. But, I mean, why not? Why don't you like I want to know.
Because I feel like there are other players just better than him. I just feel like there are other players better than him. I mean, just linebacker. We can go with the older Jay Higgins. He's 23 years old, 6'2" guy. I feel like he plays all three linebacking spots. But would it be a reach for him? Yeah, for sure. Like right now, because
Is
that's where he's valued right now. That's where he's ranked right now. But
is
off this,
linebacker to replace Dre?
I think linebacker is to eventually. Yeah, I mean, do you see any? Well, okay, let me ask you this. What do you get? All right, here are the 49er linebackers. Ready? If Dre Greenlaw walks in free agency, it's Fred Warner, D. Winters. Okay? Fred Warner, D. Winters, Tatum Bethune. Those are your active guys. Curtis Robinson is a restricted free agent, but he's on the IR. Okay? And then you
Just let
got,
go of DFF.
yeah, okay, and then you got Jalen Graham, and then you got another guy that's on the practice squad. So I guess my question to you is none of them are Dre Greenlaw, but D. Winters, he plays with energy, plays with, but he gets dinged up a lot. So I don't know. I feel like we need I just feel like we need an all purpose linebacker. And if I'm going to go all purpose linebacker, give me a guy that I feel like is going to be around the football. Give me a guy that would be decent in coverage that plays like a safety. That's a Niner thing. And that's Jack Kaiser from Notre Dame. I thought he had one of the best linebacking performances at the Senior Bowl. He played well in all the bowl games that you saw him in there. He had an interception, but it got called back because the cornerback got called for holding, but it was an interception in the end zone, right? I feel like that's what he does best. At Senior Bowl week, this kid in the
He had a good
game,
week.
in the game, in the game. I don't know if y'all watched the game, but in the game, safety got injured, and then he had to go play safety. So if you're talking about getting a guy that could kind of
Versatility,
replace
yeah.
DFF, be special teams, be this, be that, it might be Jack Kaiser. Like Kobe King, I like Kobe Simon. I like these guys. Cody
5
Lindenberg.
tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and like you said, they practiced well at the Senior Bowl too. So those are all really good signs right there. I mean, it's got the interception and the forced fumble from the previous season where he had 62 tackles as well. So
Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. So my favorite guys right here, Jay Higgins for sure, Cody Simon. I like him from Ohio State. I'm curious to see how he tests at the combine. But right now, the guy leading this board would be Jack Kaiser from Notre Dame.
all right, so then get him. I know we like that versatility, and I know the fact that he was not only willing but able to go out there and fill in for the safety is going to impress a lot of the scouts and the especially in the 49ers community. They love that about the guys.
All right, the pick is in. It's Jack Kaiser out of Notre Dame, a guy that doesn't necessarily get mocked a lot. I feel like he's underrated. Like, you know what I mean? But I really like this kid. I really do. Mike, here's the recap, man. Why don't you do the recap?
Fuck this. All right, I'm sorry. All right, so obviously we get the A for for the right tackle in Armand Mimbu, right? Azariah Thomas, we went, and this was after, obviously after some trades here, guys. So this is after some trades. They did not like that corner pick, and I don't care what they say. This guy is going to be one of the best corners.
He's going to
in the
move up.
entire draft.
So after this combine, expect him to be in the top 50 of the players. Top 50 player. Yep. He's going to move up. He only practiced one day at the Senior Bowl. Then he shut down. Like, he was that good. Like, or 2 days.
Very good sign. Very good sign. Not to go out there and overdo it on the body or anything like that. Be smart about what he's doing and prepare for the combine now. So, good kid. Good kid on his head on his shoulders as well. Josiah Stewart, we went with the edge guy from Michigan. Wayne was a little torn about it here, and I like that he was a little bit torn about it. It was like, shouldn't we? Nah, nah, nah. But you talked us into it, so I like that also. Trey Harris, the wide receiver, this was probably our best compromise here, and they gave that a D+. Like, screw them in their grades, man. I don't even care about the grades. That was a fantastic compromise here. This guy's got, what is he, 6'3"? 233 or something like that. Like, he's going to be good size right there. I like him. And then Jamari Caldwell here. This is going to be the big run-stopping interior defensive lineman right there for the 49ers, man. I really, really like that as well. So I like the Caldwell pick. I think the Niners are missing that. And then Andrew Makuba, this is going to be our safety here. Again, Oscar saying those are our best choices here. We got a C- for it, Oscar. Like they don't like the guys whose last names start with an M and have a B in there somewhere. It's cool though. It's all good. We got Mimba and we got Makuba, so it's all good. And then the last guy here, the linebacker Jack Kaiser. This guy is someone Wayne talked about his versatility, able to see him running out there at the Senior Bowl and then filled in during the game for an injury. Always going to impress coaches when you can rise to the occasion.
Hey, I know they gave us a B minus. I see people out there. Oscar gave us a C. Let us know what you think. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think. Again, this was based off of what the wheel. This was all chance, and the wheel decided what position we needed to draft. And we're gonna come back and revisit this on a mock draft. I can tell you that right now. We'll come back. We'll add the quarterback to the wheel as well, make it a little bit more spicy. We'll do an all offensive draft, all defensive for sure. And just have some fun with this. Things are going to start heating up, guys, after the Pro Bowl. Once free agency kicks in, though, we can really start zoning in on, needs, right? Really, you can start getting in on the needs. Free agency isn't going to take effect until mid-March, so we got a long time as of right now. But let's just get ready for the Combine next week. I will not be attending the Combine. Unfortunately, I was declined credentials. No problem. I still will find ways to bring you guys content about what's going on at the Combine. You guys know what I love. You guys know I love these prospects. This is my heart. That's what I like. I like getting into the prospects, digging into the minds of the youth, and connecting to the youth. So that's just my thing. And so I'll do my best to do that, even though I won't be there. But Mike, we will have shows for everybody for sure to go over what we're watching. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. It's going to be crazy, and we'll preview the Combine next week for sure. Mike, any final thoughts before we dip up out of here?
No, man, this was a lot of fun. Hopefully, when you guys watch us back, you realize that we were handcuffed with the wheel, but we did our thing anyway. We get some good trades, got some good value out of those trades as well. And we had a lot of fun, man. Again, we were focusing on the first 3 rounds, so this was a good I think we hit on, 4 needs for the Niners?
We did get 4 needs. We got offensive tackle, which landed first. Mm-hmm. We traded back, and we got the guy that we felt like was going to fit best, right? And then we did defensive tackle. We got edge. So we got 3 in corner. I think we need a corner.
Yeah. So we'll have some fun, man. Guys, stay tuned for on both channels, man. We're going to have a lot of good shows coming to you guys later this week, so make sure you guys are locked in. That's it, man. We ready to go? You done?
Let's get it, baby.
All right. What's this? Nope. We're live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. That's Breezy. I'm Mike, and this is the BAM Show.